Good morning, everyone. This is Lewis Speaks, and today I want to talk to you about narcissistic relationships. I myself have been in a narcissistic relationship with a very toxic person. This person basically tried to break my spirit. They tried to break my stride. They tried to break me down. They tried to break every aspect of my being. But what I say is that, something, you didn't make me and you can't break me. So, if anything, they were a lesson. And what I learned is that these people are monsters. They're demonic. They have no soul. If you look deep within their eyes, you'll notice that their eyes are even hollow. They try to, first, love bomb you. That's one. Flood you with all these promises and all these wonderful things just to try to get you on the hook. When they got you on the hook, that's when they start to devalue you. That's when you'll notice them gradually start to make little comments that slowly chip away at your self-esteem. And then the final phase is when they discard you, when you're no longer useful to them. That's when they need a new supply source. When they realize that they no longer have any power over you, they have to move on. So these are the three phases pretty much. Idealization, devaluation, and then the discard phase. What I realized though from that relationship is the importance of learning how to move on, is the importance of the no contact rule, is the importance of the gray rock method, and we'll talk some more about these things. No contact rule is basically after the relationship is done, don't even talk to them. Basically go ghost. Don't acknowledge them, don't take their phone calls, don't take any messages, don't look them up on Facebook. If they try to hit you up, dead them. Gray rock method is sometimes you you go out, you run into them in the street. And basically, it's important that you keep it cordial, keep it brief. They'll basically try to press some buttons, trigger some things, because that's what they do. They're looking for supply. They have no identity of their own. They have no soul. And so they have to collect other people's souls and other people's emotions in order to make them feel alive. So they'll try to press your buttons, but you just go, yeah, okay, you have a great day. And you keep on moving. Just this flat, unemotionless expression. And keep it moving. I realized though, out of the wreckage, that I tended to try to own the wreckage. I tended to try to keep it as a keepsake. But I realize now that it's important to rebuild. You don't keep wreckage. You don't hold on to wreckage. What you do is use it as a learning opportunity and you rebuild over the wreckage. When I realized that I was not devastated, I was deeply disappointed and I was hurt. And for a long time, I didn't want to admit that to myself because I didn't want to act like someone had that power to affect me. But I love people. I have a good heart. And when you're genuine with someone and you pour your energy and your time and investment into somebody and they completely dismiss you, it hurts. My ex denies me, denies that we were ever in a relationship. Basically gave me the scenery, acted like we were, and then now all of a sudden we weren't. Is that hurtful after all the sacrifices, after all the investment? Hell yeah, it's mad hurtful. But at the same time, what I learned is stop doing the most for niggas that treat you like the least. Know someone's definition of commitment before you ever commit. A lot of these niggas out here, let me tell you something. A lot of them will tell you, well, I'm single just until I get married. And here you are thinking in your mind, you guys are in a relationship. Well, that's far from the truth, far from the truth. So know where you stand before you fall, period. And don't make grandiose investments. Stop it with the grand gestures of love. Take it measured, take it slow. Take it slow. Don't do the most. Because when you do the most, That's when you get hurt the most. It's good in relationships to be generous, but you got to temper that also with, what is this person giving you? What are they doing for you? If they're doing nothing for you and you're doing the most, stop that right now. Just stop. So if anybody out there is in a relationship with a narcissist, I definitely recommend that they, for one, run. Don't walk, run. Just leave. That person has no soul. That person has no identity. They're evil. You know, all they want to do is ruin your life. So just leave. I also recommend doing the no contact rule, and that's hard. That is hard, especially when you've invested so much into the person. You shared so much with them, so much of yourself with them, and you feel as though leaving would be to leave your own identity. You know, you tied up your identity so much, and you wrapped up your identity so much into who they were. You, for one, forgot yourself, and for two, find it difficult to leave, because to leave would mean that you have to walk away from the identity that you discovered, you know, in that person, you know, about yourself. And sometimes you just got to walk away. Realize that no one man defines who you are as a person. What they represented, find out what they represented to you. What did this person represent? Was it an end to your loneliness? Was it financial security? Did they represent, you know, your courage? Did they give you courage? What do you feel this person gave you that you can't give yourself? For me, this dude represented an end to my loneliness. But I realize now, I see loneliness as solitude, turn inward. I also realize that I don't have to be alone. There are so many opportunities out there. You don't have to be alone, it's a choice. And I realize sometimes being by yourself is the best thing. You save money, you get to sleep, you have peace of mind. There are benefits to being by yourself. And now I welcome it. Now I learn how to sit with that discomfort of loneliness. So that way, I won't continue to be a target for these narcissists. And that's what you have to do. You have to learn how to sit with your discomfort. Sit with the part of yourself that needed this person, or felt you needed this person. Because you don't need this person. You don't need abuse. You need someone to love you. You deserve that. So I'm here to tell you, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, this is your wake-up call. Run. Leave. Don't look back. Learn how to do the hard part, which is to walk away and not look back. So, I wish you all a happy, healthy future, and take care of you. Love you, because you are dynamic, you are precious. This is the season of your gain and your growth. Own it. Do not continue to hold on to pennies, forsaking your dollars. Much love, everybody. This is Lewis Speaks, signing out.